Hello everyone, this is Chris Polizzi with a technology tip screencast. This screencast is for Google Forms. Google Forms is a template that lays over a spreadsheet. If you have a Google account, you have something called Google Docs, Google Spreadsheets, Google Presentation, and Google Forms. It's Google's answer to the Microsoft Office suite. It's all cloud computing, web-based, Word document programming, Excel type spreadsheets, PowerPoint type presentations, and a Google form, which I'll speak to. The big difference I find with the Google Docs suite over Microsoft Office is it's web-based, the collaboration features are more robust, and every document you create is associated with a URL, which makes it more easily shared. So this is an example of a Google form. This is a Highview book database. It's a way for us to collect third and fourth graders' readings, what they're reading, how they liked it. They get to write to how they like the book. It helps the teachers because the teacher can see what kids are reading, but we also use it for recommendations for when kids want to go get recommendations on what books to read. They can go see what their peers are reading, see what's recommended, see, search books by genre, search books by rating. This Google form, and again, like I said, it's a URL. This Google form lies at this web address. So a student goes to this link, they just read their book, they're going to say who they are, their first name, their grade, their class code, the book title, the pages in the book, the author, the genre, the recommendation, the rating, and a writing of what's the favorite part of their book. Different types of questions, getting different types of answers, collecting different types of data. And now here's the under the hood, how this Google form was created. Here, you have to have a Google account to set up a Google form. Here, I'm logged into Docs. Let me just get you a clean URL to look at. Docs.google.com. I'm logged in here. Under docs.google.com, again, I can make a Word type document. I can make a spreadsheet. I can make a presentation. I'm going to create a new, and I'm going to create a form. Now, very simple template here. Untitled form. I'm going to give the form a title. I'm going to say a reading log. I want to collect information on the books my students are reading. You can add a description underneath, a message to the students. Please fill out the reading log after you complete a book. Okay, question number 1. First thing you might want to do is collect the name of a student, first name or last name. You might not want to collect both. You might want to sort by first name or last name. So my first field is going to be name. Now, something to keep in the back of your head is each field, the information is going to be fed into a column of a spreadsheet. So this might affect the type of questions and the way you arrange them. Help text, it's a prompt to help the student answer the question. Question type could be a text box, could be a paragraph, could be multiple choice. Check boxes, choose from a list, a scale, or a grid. Do you want to make this a required question? The student can't submit the form without answering this question. And done, and my first question is created. So right here, I have the question of the name. Now, editing wise, I can click here to edit the question, click here to duplicate the question, and click the trash to delete the question. Okay, sample question number 2. I want to edit this. This question's going to be, let's say it's going to be the homeroom teacher. Now we just have 2 homeroom teachers in our school, so we're going to do a choose from a list. Give them 2 options. Mr. Henry or Mrs. Smith. Now, the nice thing about choose from a list is you're limiting the amount of question and answers that you're going to get. So they can only choose Mr. Henry or Mrs. Smith. I'm going to require this question, and I'm going to click done. Another way to add a question, come up to top left up here, add an item. My next question, let's do a genre. Let's do genre with checkboxes. You might have a cross-genre book. You might have a book that falls into a couple of different genres. So I'm going to say genre. Okay, maybe my help question, check the boxes for the genres your book falls under. It could be a fantasy book. It could be a fiction. It could be a horror. And I know there's other choices of genres, but let's leave it those 3 choices for now. Again, I'm going to make this required and done. And that quickly, a couple of minutes, I have 3 questions in my reading log survey. I'm going to add another question. This question, let's do a scale. So say we want to do a rating for the book. We want the students to give a rating for the book. The scale 1 through 5, we'll leave it like that. Label 1 being a poor rating, 5 being a great book, great rating. Make this required and done. So now I have reading log, Google form, name of the student, choose their homeroom teacher, choose their genre, checkboxes, choose their rating. And let's say I had one more question. Say I wanted to get some writing from the students. You can do a paragraph text, so it's not going to limit the writing to a small field. Say I want to ask the students to write about your favorite part of the book. Paragraph text, gives them a paragraph to write in. Maybe I'm going to leave this unchecked, so only students who want to write about their favorite part will have to do it. They're not required to write about it. And done. There you go. I have my questions. A nice form. Information collected is going to be funneled into a spreadsheet. Sorry. I'll show you how that looks. This URL down here is where this form is on the internet. It lies right here. So I just have to go here, and students can fill in information on my form. You can change the theme, which is the template. Right now it's plain. You can choose any of these templates. I think here's a math one. There's a lot of education ones. They're always adding, and now there's 95 themes. I'm just gonna pick the glue. Apply. Okay, so you don't see the background here. You'll see it at the URL when you go to it. Now, to get people to answer this form, you can email it to them. You can embed this form in a website, or you can just send the URL to your students, put a link on a class page. All right, so let's look at what this form looks like. All right, so here's my reading log. First question is name, then the pull-down menu for homeroom teacher, check boxes for genre, rating for the book, and writing in a paragraph text.